Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I'd like to welcome you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening experience. In this conversation, I'd like to discuss your Kundalini and your desires. Desires in the Kundalini are constant companions because we often struggle to control our yearnings and our desires and our appetites for things that bring us pleasure, and sometimes for things that bring us pain. With regards to the Kundalini, these things will come up for modulation for you, and so it does deserve a conversation about what your responsibility is as a consciousness in a body working through the Kundalini. I'm not going to suggest that you begin to deny yourself all of your desires. No, it's not appropriate. Begin to deny yourself one desire that maybe isn't appropriate. Maybe it's some kind of a food that you eat that isn't necessarily good for you, and it doesn't really serve any other purpose other than the quality of bringing you some sort of taste pleasure. Take that off of your options. Take that out of your options and see how you do without it. And then work up through something like, say, bread. Take bread out of your life just to see how it feels to do these things. Most of us in the Western societies at this point do not need processed white flours that go into most of the breads that are offered in the United States and some other countries. So see if you can take bread off of the menu. Already in the safeties, I talk with you about not bringing processed white sugar and flours and spices and nicotine and caffeine into your Kundalini awakening experience. And I know many of you, because you work and you have to get up in the morning, you've developed this habit of having a cup or two of coffee on your way to work or at work, or in the many different places that we habituate with regards to getting ourselves amped up to go to a job that can be fairly stressful. The desire to have coffee, for instance, is a desire that is also backed up by a subtle chemical addiction. And the same can be said of nicotine, except that's much less subtle. When I suggest that we take some of our desires away from us with regards to how we're eating, it's not to punish yourself. It's really to reward yourself with a Kundalini awakening experience that could otherwise be a lot more challenging, if you weren't, say, to take caffeine or nicotine or alcohol or whatever it is that you may enjoy on a narcissistic level or a habitual level to put into your body. So let's take a look at just a few other things that I'm going to talk about with regards to some of the dietary aspects of controlling our desires. Hello everyone, so here I am in a Panera's bread shop, and these are the typical offerings that they have here, and they all look very sweet and very interesting. They even got some of the Kundalini colors on them here. And these are some of the things that I'm going to suggest you begin to control in what you put into your system, into your body. Okay? Look at these and see if any of these things are what you like to partake of. I'm going to show you some others. Do you have a sweet tooth? Well, let me tell you, our stores are set up to really give you some relief for that. You might want to look at how it is you handle your sweet tooth. Looks like we're getting ready for Easter here. So consider this as well. How about medicines? Do you run to the pharmacist whenever you feel that you're not, operating at 100% efficiency? Are you addicted to medicines for treating every little ill that comes your way? You may wish to let the Kundalini work some of its healing magic for you. I call it magic, but it isn't really. It's just a force that allows you to heal faster than you normally would. So consider this as part of the menu of desires that we have to work with. And then we have our looks, how we want to appear for others, in front of others. How do you respond to vanity or issues of looking perfect, looking the best that you can possibly look for that potential mate that you might find throughout your day, or maybe just that date? Many of these items are strictly to help that process happen. But are you addicted to this? Is this something, do you feel you must paint your face in order to look good? Or do you feel that you must in some way augment how you look in order to be attractive to another person? Think about this. Do you have an addiction, I shouldn't say addiction, but do you have the desire to constantly be shopping for something new? Must you always be spending money on items that quickly break or in some way fill up your house with what some people would call clutter? Is this part of your desire matrix? And is it something that you can begin to release? See how you feel about this. Now, I'm certainly not saying that you never go to a store, that you never buy candy, that you never buy makeup, that you never buy medicine. I'm certainly not saying that. What I am saying is talk with your Kundalini first. Have that Kundalini conversation. And allow yourself to be helped and instructed by your Kundalini as you go through your life and as you begin to be presented with the different ways the Kundalini will ask you to diminish your affection for desires, affection for having the desires control you rather than you pick and choose when you're going to give into a desire. So certainly not saying you stay away from all of these things. This is more about desires and controlling the level of automatic assumption that you need certain things in your life. This is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at controlling your personal choices and having the Kundalini really offer you instruction on how to begin a level of purity in your life that to this date maybe you haven't ever attained. Maybe now is the time. Thanks for watching.